going dark. It's the end of the year.
It is right about time for all of our funk soul brothers out there listening to CFM Radio, video game music and news.
CFM Radio.
It's showtime!
Here
Yes.
we go. Drix, it has been a hell of a year.
Yes, quite the best year in gaming that we've seen in a
In a
while.
long time. This year in gaming has been absolutely insane. So
Yeah.
many great releases. I played so many games.
Yeah, I played a couple games a lot, but there was definitely a lot going on for all things considered. A lot of good court cases this year.
Oh,
you
boy.
know,
And
yeah, the law was involved, like our
Oh.
marriages.
oh man, the law is getting in everybody's business, as it would seem. And you know what? That's a really good way to jump into the first thing of their show to talk to. First talking point, I should say. And because, you know, as the year comes to a close, the first signs of the future have never been more apparent than with the recent victory that Epicgames has taken over Google in court.
Yes, victory for the gamers.
We'll see.
More so than the tech bros. Like,
We'll
I don't
see
know.
where it ultimately goes. But one thing that I will say, we'll get into it in a minute here, is that, you know, there's a lot. If you take a look, The Verge, Verge.com has a whole, they have the whole timeline of this going through it. And if you take a look through that timeline, it gets kind of dicey, and you start seeing where the kinks in the chain happen. But overall, I don't know. Google seemed like it had a lot to offer, but that's neither here nor there, because Epic boss Tim Sweeney wasted no time in declaring victory on this endeavor. From CNN, the headline is Epicgames CEO Tim Sweeney on why Google lost in court. Execs, quote, wrote things down.
Oh boy, what were these executives writing down exactly?
Well, you know, from the article, Sweeney explains that the difference between the victory over Google and their loss against Apple, he explains that in this article, and here it is. He says they, quote, they wrote down things to tell each other their smart ideas, Sweeney said of the Google executives, and they wrote things down to tell other people their accomplishments so that they would get a higher bonus. And they wrote things down to partners, and partners who received Google's proposals wrote things down about what they thought Google was actually trying to accomplish. They very clearly exposed all of their wrongdoing. Apple, by contrast, quote, was a company that puts nothing in writing other than their final decisions and policy, Sweeney added, and so it was nearly impossible to get insight into their anti-competitive motives. During Epic's case against the iPhone maker, they ran into, if you remember, they ran into a lot of significant hurdles, and they did not win that case, even though they claimed a very similar monopoly claim against Apple and their Play Store and ecosystem. You know?
Yeah, a lot of bit of discrimination and prejudice, you know, between Apple and Android users out there. You know, Android users might not consider or think very much of Apple people, but, you know, some people would prefer to live that iLife. You know, I know Verizon is trying to get you wearing an Apple Watch and toting around an Apple tablet.
True.
You know, for the low cost of your old beat up iPhone, they will give you a new iPhone 15 with titanium in it. Or so they say.
You're right. And it's interesting to me that you know, because here's the real deal. However you feel about Epic winning or Google being a monopoly, like being official, Google and the Play Store officially being declared a monopoly, right? No matter how you feel about that, the bottom line is that this is going to change how business is done on Google-backed services of this nature. And Tim Sweeney, the boss, I will say, you take one Google search on this whole epic Google showdown. One of the first headlines is Epic boss Tim Sweeney. We're not stopping here. We're going to put Fortnite on every platform without this 30% fee. It's like, damn, he really is. He's even going to go back after Apple again. So here's the deal. Tim Sweeney out here trying to kick ass and take names.
Yeah, he came to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and it sounds like he's all out of bubblegum.
He's been Apple. All out of bubblegum. Like, but that whatever you might feel. Hey, I guess this is a win. I'll tell you who this is a big win for. Really, this is a big win for all the Fortnite fans.
Yeah, if you really love Fortnite, and I heard they got a new racing game, and that sounds pretty interesting. As a person who was really not intrigued by Fortnite at all, even lately, after removing the whole building mechanic, like a racing game sounds interesting. You mean there's a fun multiplayer racing game where you can defy the laws of gravity and like drift beyond your wildest imagination, and it's only accessible if you log in Fortnite first? I'm definitely tempted.
Yeah, what?
You're putting that much effort into it, you're going to want it on an iPhone or pretty much every platform available.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say, hey, you know what? If I could get something like that on my iPhone or my Android phone without any hassle, without having to sideload it through an APK, and I can go through that Fortnite racing game, or I can play Lego Fortnite, like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah. And if it's not that, you probably know somebody who's into Roblox.
Right. So, like I said, that is the from CNN. That headline was the quote Epicgames CEO Tim Sweeney on why Google lost in court. Execs quote wrote things down, and you know what? that just goes to show you. You can have a master blueprint, just don't make it easily readable.
Yeah, leave your own set of breadcrumbs, or a paper trail that leaves evidence of your work, but if anybody looks on it, you might not want them to be able to decipher it, especially in a court of law.
Right. And hey, we're going to move on from the last big legal deal, hopefully the last big legal deal of the gaming world of this year. And we're going to jump into some new releases. But before we get into the new releases, I just wanted to ask everybody. We know this, it's the year's end. And of course that means for most it's Spotify Wrapped season. But for us over here in gaming world, it's year review season. Drix, have you checked out your gaming wraps or years in review, like your Switch one or your PlayStation one?
I did get an email about my Switch gaming for the year. Haven't looked into it yet, but I think I have a pretty good idea of what I've been playing, like Octopath Traveler, also streaming Super Mario RPG. I like Onimusha, because when I'm on the go with my Joy-Cons, my Joy-Cons still have a bit of that Joy-Con drift. So I'm really enjoying those locked-in Capcom camera angles.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like those horror angles they use along the hallways of Resident Evil and Onimusha and all those classic Capcom horror games. So if your Joy-Con sticks a little, fussy, wiggles around every now and then, I've definitely been enjoying those. And, a couple good indie games like Cat Quest 1 and 2, which I hear is getting a sequel sooner or later. It doesn't hurt to just play a nice, relaxing, cute game every once in a while. And build out your favorite cat hero and challenge on from there. But,
totally.
Spotify Wrapped numbers. Who am I kidding? As a musician, you got to get those numbers up.
Hey, you know what? I gotta say, I was surprised to see how much of a Switch gamer I was. I was just I pulled up my Wrapped to my girlfriend, and like I was like, you know, man, my PlayStation 5, I played a total of 301 hours. But when you mosey on over to my Switch, I have 313 hours in Splatoon 3 alone.
Oh wow, that's good. I mean, if you're trying to stay competitive, yeah, you're gonna want to put the time in.
I mean, I don't even really try to stay competitive, bro. I just play during the Splatfest. I'm pretty casual.
Yes. Nice. Yeah, it's not like the 1,000 hours into like Dota 2 that I've put. Maybe at least 500 of which was this year.
I will say they asked me what my favorite game was this year. The Switch one did, and I said, you know what, man, it's got to be Pikmin 4.
Yeah. Strategy RTS of the year.
Yep, Strategy RTS of the year. Pikmin 4.
Yeah, I was happy to see that, as well as Armored Core 6 Action Game of the Year.
Game of the Year winners. Armored Core 6 was like in my top 5 for my PlayStation. My number 1 PlayStation game that I played this year was Street Fighter 6.
Good.
Of course.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, you've been ranked, so got to get those numbers up as well.
Jamming on that ranked, trying to get up in the upper tiers.
Yeah, I still need to hit the like battle hub where Capcom tends to be hiding all those classic
the classic games,
old arcade games. You know, they're just like, hey, this is some great work we did decades ago. Why not just slip it into something new at the low cost of like less than 100 megabytes or whatever?
Seriously.
Like,
hey, some of those are locked behind. Some of those are locked behind season passes, though, so you do have to play.
Oh, okay. You gotta earn them, or just buy your way.
Yeah, you could just buy it. True, you could just buy it.
Yep. Arcade classics built right into Street Fighter 6. Not too unlike, Yakuza.
Right.
Kiryu and Goro Majima playing Space Harrier.
And Hang On. Like.
Yep, and Virtua Fighter lives on.
VF, yes, VF.
Yep.
The latest
VF
one has Fighting Vipers 2 that was never released in the USA.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen or heard anything about Fighting Vipers since the Sega Saturn.
And hey, you know what? We've got, like I said, we've got new releases we're going to talk about. Well, we have one. It's the end of the year. Well, it's been a crazy year. So, but first, Drix, what are we jamming out to?
This is the Lakeside, a stage from Sparkster for the Sega Genesis. If anybody remembers Rocket Knight.
Yes, Rocket Knight.
A jetpack opossum in a full suit of armor, just platforming and slicing and dicing with a sword all over the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive.
Absolutely. Hey, Rocket Knight, you know it. He's Sparkster. See, here we are, CFM Radio.
Let's go.
CFM Radio, we are back.
Yep. That was a song called Death by Stereo from the game Starfighter.
Hell yeah, that was a crazy track. It was so psychedelic.
Oh yeah. They know what they're singing to you about in their used vocal sample, Death by Stereo.
They're singing to me about the restrictive 90s budget of video games.
Yes, indeed. The sampled vocals of Daytona, USA. Go away.
Let's go, boy. All right.
Yep.
But hey, all right, Drix. Now, we know this year was an insane one for new releases, so it can't be too hard to find something to play.
Oh no. You've got it going on. You've probably been playing the same game for a while if you're into live services like Call of Duty, Overwatch. We were blessed with a Counter-Strike 2 this year. Okay, that doesn't come around all the time.
Amazing smoke graphics.
Yes. Brand new smoke grenades for everyone to enjoy. Free to play.
And but like, if you are still trying to look for something like brand new, shiny and new, just came out like the other day or yesterday, or maybe even tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Here we have one big release we want to talk to you about. It's not too big. It's an interesting one, and we have a big demo that you don't want to miss out on. So first up,
big time demo.
Big time demo. So first up, the new release this week is My Little Blood Cult. Let's Summon Demons. From the Steam page, embark on a demonic fishing adventure in My Little Blood Cult. Combine skill with luck to master a unique fishing mechanic and collect demons, creatures, and more to fill out your oddities cabinet and become the most powerful cult. It sounds like a little fun twist on the classic cult gathering formula, like things from like Cult of the Lamb or those other roguelike RPGs that you might play. So when you base things around fishing, we've had a lot of good fishing games. We had Dredge this year. We had Dave the Diver this year. So if you've been liking these fun little fishing games, you might want to check out My Little Blood Cult, Let's Summon Demons. That comes out tomorrow, on PC via Steam, December 14th.
Yeah. For fans of the gothic or perhaps macabre genres, a nice dark grim atmosphere for you to try your hand and luck at fishing for demons and the like.
Indeed, fishing for the demons. And so we're going to move on with the demo you don't want to miss out on. Yeah, this is a big one, Drix. That demo
big time fandom.
is hitting the PS5 tomorrow, the 14th as well, and the Xbox Series X and PC consoles on the 21st. Well, Xbox Series X and S, I should say. And that is Tekken 8. From the official Tekken 8 Twitter/X, the page posted an announcement trailer along with some details. The detailed post reads, quote, "Enjoy the first chapter of the Tekken 8 story. The Dark Awakens, and a local versus fighting mode. See you in the ring, fighters." And you know what, Drix? It has been an amazing year for fighting games. And I'm glad to see that we don't need to wait until next year to keep the fists flying.
Yeah, we got to get a little taste of this new Tekken game because Tekken fans have been waiting around for this. And now they get a little preview of some costumes, some characters, and starting to get a feel for the game's speed and how it will play. I mean, to me, Tekken has always been a game where, it might be a little slower, but things like grappling really come into play a bit more so than in, say, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
The technical aspects, it's a 3D fighter that takes full advantage of every dimension. You have different moves do different things when you land them on different sides of a character. You're always trying to make sure that you are trying to make the best out of your positioning. Because guess what, Drix? Much like another fighting game that you wouldn't think would you would relate to a game like Tekken so much, Super Smash Brothers, the stage really matters in Tekken.
Yeah, you can get a couple ring outs every now and then and stuff, or at least bash
knock
them,
through the walls and
bash your opponents into a new fighting arena.
Yes.
In Tekken.
Yes, and those kinds of things, you got to be aware of those things. They extend your combos. They, you can get multiple of them in a single stage. Some stages have only walls, so getting wall hits really matters. Some stages are just endless stages where it's just a flat arena that doesn't end, so there's no shenanigans, just mano y mano. So, the Tekken, very robust fighting game series. And, like I said, we've had a new Street Fighter, we've had a new Mortal Kombat. Fighting games have been out in force this year. And I don't know, Drix, I gotta tell you, these are some of the best games that we've been playing all year.
Yeah, absolutely. And even some of the best in the franchise that we've seen in years, since years to come.
Yeah.
I'm glad we get a little taste of this Tekken, because it's release date, we're talking 2024, but you might want to place a nice, fat, delicious demo next to all these other games at the end of the year. Seems like a good plan, as far as marketing and promoting your new fighting game goes.
And hey, we're talking about Tekken like it's really far away. It's not really that far away. Tekken comes out next month, I believe January 24th. So, it's right around the corner. So if this is a great way to put it in the minds of the people and not only get them playing it, but hey, I don't know about you, but if you get a game demo and you enjoy it, even a little bit.
Yep.
Just
get a feel for the controls.
Yeah, every time you see that game in the store, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, I think I might want to pick that up. I really like the demo.
Yeah, I might have even gotten a little bit good at it.
Yeah. It has a local versus, so multiplayer. And it's got 4 characters in it, so you have a decent amount of variety for literally nothing if you have a friend who can come over and play with you. So Tekken 8 demo looking really nice, especially if you've been keeping up with the game and seeing the visuals. This game definitely the fighting game of that's gonna show off what this generation can do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even by today's standards, Tekken 7 still looks amazing.
Looks great.
It's still like one of the prettiest fighting games out there, because it's it's all 3D. There's no 2D. There's no flat animations. There's no cell shading. It's just all 3D built characters, and you've got some interesting crossovers like Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 and what. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. What, Terminator? Is he in?
No, Negan from The Walking Dead.
That's what it was. Yeah, Negan and his baseball bat.
Yes.
So who knows what awaits in Tekken 8, but 4 characters is enough to grab your closest friend and just have a couple good sets. While the demo is still free and fresh and available for fighting game fans everywhere out there.
Absolutely, Drix. And hey, you know what? If you're a fighting game fanatic or just a big Tekken guy, boy, do we have some news for you. It might just blow the lid off of this whole new game for you before it even comes out. But before we get to that, we're jamming to something sweet right here. What do we got in the back right here, Drix?
This is a song called Rock is Sponge, also known as Area 4 from Red.
Aw, hell yeah. Rock is Sponge, Area 4 from Rez. And we will be right back with some groundbreaking news for you Tekken fans on CFM Radio.
Up next, we got the main theme from Devil's Crush for the TurboGrafx, a quality pinball game.
CFM Radio, let's go. We are live.
That was a song called Got to Be Happy from Busta Groove 2 for the PS1.
I do love Busta Groove 2. Busta Groove 2, Busta Groove series, very underrated rhythm game series. Like,
Hey, listen.
seriously. If you love classic games, you like old school rhythm games especially, a fan of Parappa, fan of OGB Bonnie games, give yourself a little bit of a history lesson and check out Busta Groove, because that game also sweet 2-player versus mode.
Yeah, you can go head to head in a very rhythmic fashion, way ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its
for
time.
A PS1.
Like, it's kind of crazy how much of like a competitive aspect there is to that.
Yep, you got to hit all those buttons before the end of the beat, the end of the bar, the end of the rhythm.
Yeah, M. Stonewall C there. What we did, we played a little bit of the Pokemon Snap Professor Oak's lab. It was pretty sweet. Nice pickup.
Yeah, feeling a little loose tonight. Might do a little remixing of things. Live improvisation on the decks.
That's what we do here, CFM Radio. But what we also do is we also give you a little bit of inside info. And, we just talked to you about the Tekken 8 demo. But it doesn't matter if you've been following Tekken 8 or been just learned about it today or heard about it last week. If you like Tekken and you don't mind spoilers, I'll tell you what. You should head over to the channel One More Game here on YouTube. That's One More Game. As they show off the entire roster of characters and their 4 costumes/skins, every character's rage art, the character customization for the new Arcade Quest single-player mode, Tekken Ball, and the entirety of Chapter 1. The demo isn't out yet, but if you can't wait, then you really should check these out. Drix, again, I gotta tell you, this game looks visually incredible.
Yeah. And again, 7 still looks great.
Yeah.
There's still people playing that one. But Tekken 8 is still going to go above and beyond what we've seen before from Tekken. And beautiful looking characters, environments, and all new moves and costumes for everybody, your favorites, coming back again in the Tekken series.
And like I said, dude, it's one of those things, Drix, where I'm over here and I'm just, my jaw is on the floor when I watch this kind of stuff, because I'm sitting here like, I don't want to, I really heavily debated cutting it for B-roll so I could play it right now, but it's technically spoilers,
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I don't
We
want
don't want to give away too much before it's time. We're not trying to cyberpunk it.
because
Promote
man,
it too much before it's out.
because man, some of these rage arts, they're pretty sweet. Like, you can really feel those impacts, and some of these costumes, whoa, like the level of detail and the level of just visual clarity on these skins is crazy. And you know what? Another one of the things that One More Game, the YouTube channel, shows off is the stages. And Drix, I gotta tell you, there's this stage where you're fighting in space.
Yes, let's do it. Farther beyond what we've ever seen before.
The final frontier,
No
Drix.
Yep.
It is
Tekken
space.
fighting in space.
Tekken in space.
Yes, in the year 2000.
Yeah, right. Yeah, in the year 2000. Absolutely. So, one more time, if you want to check out what Tekken 8 looks like, check out the whole roster of characters, check out all of their skins, all of the stages, the character customization for the new Arcade Quest mode, the single player mode, plus all the rage arts, that's super moves. Go to One More Game right here on YouTube. They have all the full Tekken 8 scoop right there for you. I don't know how they got it, but they got it.
Yeah. I want to play some Tekken Ball.
Right?
It's nice. That's one way to learn how to play a fighting game, is to pass a beach ball between the two sides of fighting characters. And, you know, are you going to go high, low, or mid? You're going to rock, paper, scissors.
Right?
What's going to keep that beach ball in the air?
It's really, like, man, and it's really, really, you have so much fun. Like, I love Tekken Ball. It's so fun. The only thing that I think is missing is Tekken Bowl. You remember the bowling? Like,
oh, wow. Yeah, I do love a good mini game, or a good game within a game, indeed.
Minigame's good.
Yep. Especially if it helps you learn the fighting game mechanics.
No,
and
absolutely.
the little intricacies of the beautiful dance that, you know, two people will do in order to reduce each other's life bar to 0.
Absolutely. And hey, you know what? We've got our show is going to come to a close here in a minute, but you know, we got a little bit more music for you before we get out of here. Drix, what are we jamming out to?
Right now we're playing Race Menu number 2 from Gran Turismo 4.
Gran Turismo 4. That was is that the latest one?
No, I think, what are we up to, 5 or 6 now?
I think we're up to
this might be PS3 Gran Turismo.
PS3 Gran Turismo. This is a classic.
You can always expect a good jazzy soundtrack and a bunch of other good licensed music. But some Gran Turismo 4 OST coming at you right now.
Absolutely. Gran Turismo 4 OST. Here we are, CFM Radio.
That was the kids' version of Dreams from Nights into Dreams. But to round off what might be the last CFM radio of the year, we got Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2. Let's go.
Well, Drix.
Yo, Vector. It's been a great year of CFM Radio, every single week delivering you video game music and news.
Video game music and news, CFM Radio. We love it. We love when everybody joins us here for CFM Radio. Whether you're live, whether you watch on demand, whatever you like doing. We love that we've been able to come here every week. And people come in. And we know that we see you guys dropping in on us. Some of you don't, most of you don't talk all the time. Most of you watch on demand. We started things off here on YouTube and on Facebook. We dropped the Facebook. We went straight to YouTube. Twitch shut itself down away from us and then said, "Never mind, bring us back." But you know what? Fuck them. YouTube is here.
Yeah, we'll keep
great.
The gameplay on Twitch.
Yes, gameplay stays on Twitch. Absolutely, that's where
Yeah.
gameplay is.
That's where we'll play Dragon Force with Retro Goldmine. That's where we'll keep turning up with RPG Theater, playing Super Mario RPG. And I pretty much plan on getting the rest of my bucket list RPGs out and beaten and finished and completed on RPG Theater. Stuff I need to do, before time runs out.
Absolutely. I've got to get myself through a couple of games too. I got to get myself through the last part of Armored Core. I've got to get myself through this new Pokemon DLC. I can't wait for the Tekken 8 DLC to drop. Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus comes out, I think, next year, top of next year. There's just so much gaming. I want to check out the new Avatar game. Like, there's so much gaming that we need to do, or that I need to do, that everyone needs to do. Rev up those game passes. Rev up your PS5s. jump into the finals, do whatever you want to do.
If you missed Black Friday, catch up on all the winter sales, that we might be seeing until the end of the year on PlayStation, on Xbox, on Steam.
Everywhere. And don't miss out on any kind of sale you can get for any one of these awesome games that we played this year, that we talked about this year. And you know what? I just gotta say, thank you everyone for joining us on the CFM Radio journey. We're journeying into next year. We're not stopping. We're just gonna get bigger and badder. We've got a lot planned for next year. And we hope that everybody who has tuned in and checked out CFM Radio, checked out our gameplay on Twitch, checked out all of our new stuff coming on. If you came from the website, thank you very much for following us in our endeavors. The website will be updated. It was on the back burner this year, but as you can see, CFM Radio, Retro Goldmine, the Pokemon TCG playthrough, we've got the triumphant return of RPG Theater. A lot happened this year, and CFM Radio is the center of it all. So thank you everybody for joining us in the journey of Clusterfucked Media. Please, if you have not, subscribe here on YouTube. Check us out on Twitch, CFM on Twitch. Check us out on Facebook, Clusterfucked Media on Facebook. That's Cluster, CLUSTER, Fucked, FUKT, Media, MEDIA. Clusterfucked Media on Facebook. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate all of you for tuning in every week and listening to the best and greatest video game music and headlines that we have to offer. Thank you to all of our illustrious guests throughout the year. We had a blast, and we have, like I said, we have much more planned for you next year. Tricks.
Yes. Also, don't forget to follow Clusterfucked Media on Instagram and TikTok. We'll keep those reels and shorts and bite-sized moments of new releases and news coming at you, because we like you, our fans and friends, to be as educated as you are entertained with the latest news and some good times spinning some video game music.
The best video game music. But until next year, Drix.
Yep. We're going to take a nice little Christmas break. Maybe cut up some more videos on demand. And we'll keep the gaming streams going, because I don't know about you, but Christmas for me is a time to play video games.
Absolutely. Christmas for me is a time to play video games too. We hope everybody else is going to be gaming at least a little bit this Christmas. And it doesn't matter what holiday you're celebrating. It doesn't matter if Christmas, Hanukkah, we just had Diwali pass last month. It's the holidays. Celebrate. And what better way to celebrate than having fun with some great games? So, from all of us here at CF,
you're all friends, loved ones, and family.
Yes, and from all of us at Clusterfucked Media to all of you out there listening, thank you for a great year, and we hope to see you next year. Stay tuned to all of our socials. Stay tuned to all of our Facebook, and stay tuned to the Twitch channel to make sure that you know when we come back. RPG Theater is still gonna go on, and we're still gonna go on with the retro Goldmine on Twitch. So if you want more CFM, jump on over there. But for now, here at CFM Radio, have a great new year, and thank you for a great 2023.
We love you. Good night.
Good night.
KO!